Okay, so today we're going to be looking at a few picking exercises, a few scales to get you started, stuff that you sort of really need to learn to improvise, to learn to write songs. You've got to understand some of these formulas. So, first thing that we'll look at is probably a great daily warm-up. It's called the Chromatic Scale. It's not particularly musical, but it's a great exercise. Now, it's essentially playing every note with every finger and stretching too. That's the hard part. So we're going to go open string, first, second, third, fourth. Now what I want you to do, anyone can sort of do that. What I want you to do is to actually leave the fingers down as you're playing this, because that's part of the exercise, learning how to stretch, getting your brain to be able to say, hey, don't move or this one moves, because you're saving energy. If you're doing this, that might look easy, but the brain's actually doing two things, and it's just wasting time. It's slowing you down to the point where you're just making it hard on yourself. So we've got, then we cross to the next string and the next string. Now, having said that, it's also important that we learn how to pick with this hand here. So, something that I have called circle picking. I like to pivot my hand. I've seen lots of great players just play free floating and they're amazing, but this is how I like to do it. I like to have what I call an anchor. I put my pick like that, and I draw a circle, and I draw it as if I'm using a pen writing. Now my movement's coming from the thumb joint. It's not coming from the wrist, it's coming from here. I'm nice and relaxed. Essentially I'm just drawing a circle. And you can sit in front of the TV and just do this for hours without bothering anyone. And it's just a great exercise. It wouldn't take that long to actually get some speed up and consistency. So let's try it together, this chromatic scale going all the way up. Okay, that's half the exercise complete. Let's go backwards now. Now, the other challenge on this one is to have our fingers down before we take them off. You don't want to be doing that. That means nothing. So we're going to go. Something like that. Okay. That's just a technical exercise to get your fingers nice and warm. Let's look at some major scales. We're going to look at two types today. One being a fifth root and one being a sixth string root. Now there's a certain formula that follows scales, and it's tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Once you get that embedded in your ear from playing these scales a lot, you can pretty much travel up and down the neck without even thinking about where you are, because you're hearing whether the next note is 1 fret, 2 frets, whatever, away. You just learn to hear these intervals and it becomes second nature. So if you look on the diagram, this C major scale, I'm going to start from the 5th string, and it goes like this. Now at this point here, I like to, instead of using my pinky, I want to get another position here. This is called the 5th position because I'm now on the 5th fret with my first finger. So once again, climbing up. One more time. Great. Okay, that was our 5th string root. Now, this note here, as we learned from when we were doing the A-style bar chords, is a C. And that's why I know this is going to be a C major scale, because I'm starting from a C. Now I'm going to show you the next major scale, and it's a G major scale. Now the G note on our 6th string, when we learned the bar chords, was just there. So this is a different fingering. It's also a 2-octave scale, but I don't have to move up and down the neck because I can start from the 6th string and finish down on the 1st, like this. Notice when I'm playing all these scales, I'm not sort of doing that thing or using the wrong fingers. I'm starting with my 2nd finger, and I don't have to move once. Which sort of means I can be talking, playing a song, I can sing while I'm playing guitar, and I don't have to worry about what my hands doing because it's all organised. Now from those two scales there, if you want to play, say, a D major scale and you want to start on the 5th string, go back to your A-style bar chords and find out where that note is on your 5th string. And there's a D there. So if I wanted to play D major scale, I could do this. Same shape as the C major scale, we just move up a couple of frets. I could play D major from the 6th string, using the D note there as my root. Great. So, that's our discussion on major scales. So I'm going to leave it at that for today. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next lesson. I'll see you around.